Hey everybody, welcome to Example of Play, the home for strategy, tactics, and more. If you haven't subscribed already, now's your chance. This is going to be another news roundup from the strategy gaming world, and this week is be a little shorter than the last few. Didn't see a whole lot of stuff come across my radar, but not a big surprise given that we had Christmas and New Year's weeks just now, so probably most developers taking some well-deserved rest and not announcing too many new things or new updates coming out. The first, kind of the biggest actual news item I have is a bit disconcerting and disappointing, but the lead developer from Game Labs, the company that's behind the Ultimate General series, gave us Ultimate General, the Civil War, Gettysburg, and then Civil War, and then Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and then just recently released a few weeks ago, Ultimate General American Revolution. He posted in the Steam forum, this is Dardis, aka Darth Mod. He made some mods for Total War back in the day, ended up spinning off and making his own game, which was Ultimate General Gettysburg. But he has come out and said that he's leaving Game Labs, the company, December 31st, so that was already passed, and he's not going to be with them anymore. So a bit disappointing there to see after the two Gettysburg games did really well, and then Ultimate General Dreadnoughts, as you can see, came out last year, or well, 2 years ago now, I should say, and came out to mixed reviews. Seemed like it did okay, was probably still running off the hype from the previous games, but reviews remain mixed on it. I never played this one. I really liked the Gettysburg games, but I was looking forward to American Revolution, but it's come out to mixed reviews as well, with a lot of users saying it feels rushed, it's unfinished, basically, which is disappointing for a game that costs $50. So it's definitely a full price game coming out unfinished. So that's you hate to see it. Don't know what's all going on behind the scenes, but the company is based out of Ukraine, and so that's probably made it very difficult for them the last few years with the war going on there to continue game development in that kind of situation. So we'll see how it goes. I mostly saw this. I should give credit to Jacob Blazowicz over at Game Pressure. Saw this article about it. I'll put that in the description of the video, so you can jump over there to get more details from him. But we hope to see him land somewhere. Hope to see the series continue. I really like these games, so disappointing to see that what's going on with all of that. But maybe brighter future coming up in the new year. All right, now looking to the future and brighter news for sure. No matter what kind of strategy gamer you are, you can't deny that Civilization VII is going to be a huge release for the genre. It's the next version of probably the most popular series of strategy games out there, at least turn-based for sure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably not going to get it on release because they're going for it. It's a full $70 game. I feel like I still have Civ 5. I still have Civ 6 that I could play for a long time and still get a lot of enjoyment out of. But they are changing it up. Some of the formula is different. The one thing I'm not excited about is they're going with one of the features from Humankind, where you change civilizations at each era or each new age instead of sticking with one civilization all the way through the game. I can see how that would add some variety, add some strategy to it, but also it feels like it kind of breaks the immersion of carrying this one civilization from the Stone Age to the future if you're changing basically your country or civilization to something completely different, kind of at arbitrary markers. So we'll see how it shakes out. I know some people, it was in Humankind, did that. Some people liked it, some people hated it. I never played Humankind, so I can't say, but I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I'm probably in the boat of waiting for the first expansion pack on this, because by then it'll all be smoothed out. You get a better deal on it. Get, like any other Civilization game, that first expansion really fleshes it out, makes it a whole complete game. But let us know in the comments if you're excited for this and going to be playing it, because there's no denying it's a popular series for a reason. The thing that shocked me the most was I looked back and saw Civ 6 came out in 2016. So it's been like 9 years almost since then, which is hard to believe. Civ 5 came out in 2010. So this actually like a really long gap between 6 and 7, but it feels like it wasn't that long ago. But I guess as you get older, time flies. That's the reality of it. But Civ 7 coming out next month. We'll probably take a look at it as it comes out, though. Like I said, I probably won't be getting it on release. I'll be waiting a little bit, kind of let them flesh it out and polish it a bit more. All right, and then my last, it's not really news, but just wanting to kind of feature something that's upcoming that I'm really excited about. The developers of MENACE have started dropping some dev diaries on their Steam page. This is probably in the my top 3 most anticipated games for next year. It's from the developers of Battle Brothers, which was an awesome turn-based strategy game that kind of combined XCOM with Mountain Blade, where you took your little troop of mercenaries around on missions in a medieval setting, and tried to level them up and tried to keep them from getting killed, which was hard to do at times. MENACE takes that formula and expands it out even further, takes it to this sci-fi setting, and so I'm really excited for it. The only bad news is that they are not anticipating a release until early access release in fall of 2025. So going to be a while before we get the full version. But I wanted to take a couple minutes just to highlight that they've dropped some dev diaries, which are looking very promising. They said that the game's in the top 100 most wishlisted, 250,000 wish lists. So definitely some excitement out there for this game. But they dropped these dev diaries just starting last few weeks. So breaking the silence, they're finally given some details where it's been pretty scant on the details beyond the concept and some art for a while. But they talk through what it is. It feels a lot like kind of the scale of like Battle Sector, where it's turn-based on a grid. You've got vehicles, you've got squads of infantry, but you have like leaders leading them that you want to keep alive so they get stronger. Your guys you can research new things. You can units get promoted. There's a strategy layer, so it's kind of like like XCOM. You have this larger layer where it's connecting. It's giving you a reason to go on these tactical missions, where you've got different factions you're dealing with as you try to like go around this star system and take control of the situation there. So a lot of different layers to the game, and I would recommend checking out these dev diaries if you haven't seen them. But as you can see, you get different kinds of equipment. You got characters to go with. You're not just dealing with abstract units. They all have some personality, some history to them, and you want to keep them alive. And then they talk through like the different kind of biomes and the maps and how that's all generated, and some of the different weapons and units and things. So yeah, there's 3 diaries out so far. I wasn't sure how many more they're going to do, but probably take another look at this. Hopefully we see more of this game going through the year, because I'm really excited for it.